Want to be true, two movies here. Since this month I'm doing my reviews for past February films, here is my review for the 2001 film Saving Silverman. Saving Silverman, of course, was directed by Dennis Dugan, who is the same guy who's directed loads of Adam Sandler movies like Big Daddy, the Grown Ups films. Of course, he did Problem Child as well. Anyway, now, Saving Silverman, I remember watching this thing, back in the days. I always got kicked out of it. It's not a great film, but it is pretty hilarious. In it stars the likes of Jason Biggs, Steve Zahn, and Jack Black. And it traces the misadventures of these buddies named JD, played by Jack Black, and Wayne, played by Steve Zahn, who begins to suspect that their best friend, Darren Silverman, played by Jason Biggs, is going to allow himself to be bad rich into marrying this woman named Judith, played by Amanda Peet, who is a woman that he doesn't truly love and all, but she is a bit forcing him and all that. So they decide to reunite him with his long lost love from their school days, played by Amanda Detmer, who you might know as the girl who got hit by a bus in the first Final Destination film. And even they even decide to kidnap Jude to do so. And you had some interesting castles here. Like you had the late great Ollie Ermey, who plays the coach here. You even had the always great Neil Diamond playing himself. It was pretty cool seeing Neil Diamond making it like a little cameo in this film. I mean, the chemistry between Jack Black and Steve Zahn is terrific. I mean, this is, of course, a really fun screwball comedy that does feature two of the funniest men working in the business. And Steve Zahn, I've always been a fan of Steve Zahn. I feel like he doesn't really get the recognition he deserves. I think the dude is awesome. Whether you talk about That Thing You Do, or whether you talk about him voicing the Archie the Bear in Dr. Dolittle 2. He, of course, did stuff like the Diary of Wimpy Kid movies, Daddy Daycare, Joyride, War for the Planet of the Apes, Sahara. I mean, Steve Zahn, like I said, this guy does not really get the recognition he deserves. I think this dude's always been awesome. And teaming up with Jack Black was pretty cool. I mean, this is probably one of my favorite Jack Black roles. Heck, you even had his Tenacious D band member, Kyle Gass, plays like the bar dude here. It's always funny to see Jack Black and Kyle Gass pop up together. But yeah, this film is, I mean, they of course get a little they pretty much just kidnap Judith, and Judith was trying to escape so she could go ahead and marry Darren. And I mean, Judith is pretty much one of the most messed up women there is, and I thought Amanda Peet, I thought she was pretty good in this. She played the craziness really well. I mean, of course, Amanda Peet, if you guys don't know, she is actually married to one of the creators of Game of Thrones, so there's that. But Amanda Peet, she's also an actress that doesn't really get a whole lot of recognition. Of course, her and Jack Black actually work together. Ashley also appeared in the Gulliver's Travel film, so there's that. Of course, she was just in Dirty John, the whole 9 yards, Identity, Something's Gotta Give, Brooke Meyer. I mean, Amanda Peet is always terrific, and I thought she was really solid in this film as well. Jason Biggs, we already know the best role Jason Biggs have ever been in, where he ended up pretty much sticking his dingling inside a pie. Yeah. And of course, Neil Diamond. Neil Diamond's cameo in this is definitely steals loads of scenes. I mean, this film is actually PG-13. It's not really rated R or anything, but it is still really, it's still really hilarious. Hilarious one. It doesn't really get, sadly, the film does have a 19% Rotten Tomatoes, so it doesn't really get, talked about as much as it should. But it's still a really good one. I mean, I used to watch this thing so many times on TV, and I usually never get bored by it. I mean, if you guys haven't really seen Saving Silverman, where can you find that? Oh, you can actually find it on Hulu. Boy, I haven't seen this movie for a while. I gotta rewatch it again. But yeah, if you guys never really seen Saving Silverman, it's on Hulu. Go watch it. one of the most underrated, underappreciated comedies there is. Anyway, let me leave it with you guys. Have you ever had a chance to check out Saving Silverman? If so, what's the of it? Were you a fan of it? Were you not a fan of it? What are your favorite parts in this film? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This is Team Movie signing off.